In this city of night, in this city of millions, there are countless stories. This is one of two lovers who shared a bond that changed their lives forever. It is my story. Her compassion opened my heart to a world where goodness and truth were stronger than hate or fear. Then, one day, she was taken from me by the forces of evil she had battled so bravely. And now, alone with her memory, yet armed with her courage, I have sworn to fight those who would kill, or harm, or destroy, in the hope that one day I will find what all men seek to find, my destiny.
Vincent.
Elliot, Birch.
Here's my only recourse.
Look here, Vincent. You want to find your son. And I can understand that. But at what risk to yourself? What risk to this world?
The risk is only to myself.
No, that's not true.
Elliot Birch has had 1,000 chances to betray our world.
Even so, how can you possibly trust him in this?
The child is all that is left of Catherine in this world.
You have nothing of Catherine left inside you.
Of course I am.
Then ask her to make the right choice. And think of those who love you now.
I did not come here for your counsel.
Believe me, Vincent, I support your purpose.
But you cannot give me your blessing.
I think The child may be lost to us.
The child is my son.
Though they go mad, they shall be sane. Though they sink through the sea, they shall rise again. Though lovers be lost, love shall not, and death shall have no dominion. Death shall have no dominion.
Well, then issue more partnership shares.
No good, Elliot. Share values are low enough as it is. You can't risk any more dilution.
Gentlemen, ladies, there are 22 buildings in this city with my name on them. You telling me now that Elliot Birch is a bad credit risk?
Well, no, but people are worried. Birch Properties Group is at a bit of a low ebb right now.
Elliot, is there something you're not telling us? Because if you're devaluing shares for a buyback...
What are you talking about? Birch Properties is worth what it was always worth.
No, that's not true. The settlement on the casino fire will probably exceed liability coverage by a figure in the high tens of millions.
And taking everything into account, the liquidation value today of Birch Properties is about 60% of what it was 6 months ago.
And that's not counting the cash drain with the DA's restraining order on the battery project.
I thought you said we could finesse Moreno.
Well, it's not just Moreno. It's coming from everywhere. Selling of group shares is across the board. Overseas banks, pension funds, you name it.
Elliot, there can't be a single hand behind this. No one man has that kind of power.
I wouldn't be so sure about that, gentlemen.
What are you saying, Cleon?
I'm simply saying there is someone out there, and he's taking you apart piece by piece.
Where do you hear this, Mr. Manning? On the street corner?
I hear it from people like you, Mr. Walker. People have nice jobs in banks, nice families in the suburbs. People so scared to hang up the phone before we get out the question.
I think you boys should work with Cleon on this thing. Now, there is a connection out there. Please go and find it. Evening, Arthur.
Elliot Birch.
Who the hell are you?
No one to fear. Don't, please.
How do you know me?
We shared something. A friend, Larry. Dear to us both.
Who?
Catherine. My name is Vincent.
Vincent. You know about me from what she told you?
Yes.
What do you want from me, Vincent?
I need your help.
Why should I help you?
I do not do this for myself. I saw the man who killed her.
You what?
I was there with her at the end. I was too late.
Who is this man? Do you know him?
No, but his face is burning inside my mind. I know where he kept her. Will you help me?
Why should I help you?
Because you loved her too.
Specialized in mental disorders. Brilliant mind. Smart.
Yeah, coming. Elliot Birch at my doorstep? I'm speechless.
Hello, Joe.
Let me guess. You bought my building and you're here for the rent.
You think I could come in? It's about Kathy.
She's dead, Elliot. Why don't you stop chasing her?
Why don't you?
Look, what do you want?
I got a lead on her killer.
Come on in. All I'm hearing are complaints about the DA's office. And I don't even work there now.
That's right. You ever ask yourself why?
I never had to. My boss made it real clear. I was acting against orders.
You think he was right?
Maybe. Why, what's your point?
Kathy worked there, too. I mean, doesn't the DA take care of their own?
What are you driving at?
6 months ago when Kathy disappeared, everybody got interested and started looking into it. 2 people looked harder than the rest. And after a while, it started looking hopeless. People lost interest, except you and me. We got warned off. We didn't pay attention to the warnings. And then the warnings started to hurt.
Come on, you're giving me coincidences like they prove something.
They're not coincidences, Joe. It's all coming from the same man.
Who? Moreno?
The man Moreno works for.
Not a chance.
You can't know that.
I'll tell you what I know. I know Moreno.
Whoever killed Kathy has a direct line into your office. To somebody powerful enough to suspend you and to launch a witch hunt against me.
Well, maybe it's this guy Vincent nobody seems to be able to find.
It's not him.
How do you know?
I know.
Then I don't know. Maybe it's nobody. Let me ask you something. How much is Moreno costing you holding up your building permits?
That's not it, Joe.
You know what else I don't like about this picture, Birch? Time after time, I saw you put Kathy on the line when there was something in it for you. And now you're back here doing the same thing to me.
I tell you something, you got no idea how wrong you are.
I think it's time for you to leave.
No, Joe, listen, I'd at least like you to promise me that you'll look into it.
I'm not promising you anything. Have a nice day.
You ask Moreno what's at 1900 6th Avenue.
Vincent, did you see Elliot Birch?
Yes,
Is he going to help you?
he has agreed to help.
So does this mean that you're going to risk seeing him again?
Yes, I would risk seeing him. I would risk everything. Would you do any less for me?
The children are giving a concert tonight. Meet me below at the threshold. Vincent. The threshold below.
Well, some of the biggest sellers have ties to a certain investment bank in Singapore.
And we're fairly certain they're backed by South American drug interests.
Oh, wait. Any of these South American drug interests have connections in New York?
Possibly, but there's no way of knowing for certain.
What about a connection to the DA's office?
Elliot, John Moreno has a sterling reputation in this town. I wouldn't even want to ask.
Gentlemen, you've done wonderful work. I want to thank you. I'll be in touch. Okay, so tell me.
I can't prove anything, Elliot. And I don't want to try.
What you just say it?
Definitely Moreno.
Yeah, but who's pulling the strings?
No one knows.
What about the address I gave you?
If he lived there, he hid himself very well. Mazes of holding companies, third-party leasebacks. It'll take months to trace. Man doesn't want you to know who he is.
Well, that's too damn bad, because I'm going to find him.
Why?
Why?
Elliot, you got what you wanted. You found out you weren't imagining things. Somebody is after you. Why the hell you back off? You think you can win a game like this? This man is dangerous.
Well, there are people that say that about me, Cleon.
You ever kill a man? You ever kill a man just to make a point?
Of course not.
You ever kill 200 men just to make a point?
Casino fire.
That's the difference between you. That's why you can't win.
I can have the law on my side. I can get him put away. It's just a matter of finding the right stuff, and we can do it, Cleon. I know we can.
Not with me, Elliot.
What?
I'm out of it.
No, Cleon. I can't do this without you.
Sorry.
I'll double your retainer. I'll give you a bonus. You get $100,000 when we find the man.
I've lost 2 of my field men. I've got a family.
Well, you do look like you got your mind made up.
You be careful. Be very, very careful.
I'm ready, Pearson.
Hey, boss. Burning the midnight oil?
Hey, well, you know, Joe, it never stops coming down around here. Wait a minute. Time fly by that fast at 2 months up already?
No. I just felt like dropping by for a visit.
You tell me you actually missed this place? I'm gonna give you another 2 months.
Hey, I'm guilty. What can I say? Soap opera's got nothing on this circus.
Relax, Joe. Enjoy your vacation.
So, what's this new mess Elliot Birch stepped in?
This one's no fun, Joe. You know I don't like to poke sticks at rich guys. I don't care what the papers may say.
No, I know.
Fact is, the guy's dirty.
Well, he keeps saying he can't defend himself because all of his sources are confidential.
Well, no one likes to stand in the light when they're pointing a finger at a guy like Birch.
Do you think he's dangerous?
Anybody with that kind of power is dangerous, Joe. Believe me. Why the interest?
I don't know. A guy like that spends most of his time on the front page. After a while, he seems bigger than life. John, the other day I was cleaning out some old files. And I found something on the Chandler case that I never got a chance to look into.
Joe, you gotta let this thing rest.
No, I know. I just wanted to run it by you to see if maybe it rings a bell.
What is it?
An address someone gave me. 1900 6th Avenue. You know, that tower right off of 53rd Street?
Yeah, I know where it is. But, doesn't do anything for me, Joe. Sorry.
Think it'd be worth checking the tenants? My tip came from a solid source.
Well, you put some people on it.
Well, I got nothing else to do. Why don't I just get up?
Joe, you're still on suspension.
Yeah, right. I'll see you later.
Stay with the car.
Mr. Birch.
Uh-huh.
Are you sure?
10 minutes. Vincent. Vincent.
I'm here. Come no further. You're alone? Tell me what you have found.
Well, what I found was a connection to the district attorney of Manhattan.
What is it, Elliot?
This man that you recognize, the man you saw in the helicopter. If he's powerful enough to control the district attorney, well, he killed 213 people in a hotel fire, my hotel. And tonight he killed a man who worked for me, a friend, and he left his corpse as a warning. What kind of man is this?
The way is dangerous, Elliot. You are not bound to continue.
Vincent, it's not dangerous, it's suicide.
There is something more you should know. There is a child. This man is raising Catherine's child.
It's your child.
The child is hers, Elliot.
Go on. Look. Grasp it. Don't be afraid. The day will come. You'll know the truth. When the ring is on your finger, that day your life will truly begin. Listen to the shadows. Nothing is impossible. The truths are so simple. Their fear will build your castles. Their greed will make them slaves. Look when they close their eyes. Push forward whenever they pull back. Eat the meals they dare not taste. The power will come. So easy. Century after century. The truths never change. Someday.
The threshold below. Okay, below. The threshold below.
What's at 1900 6th Avenue?
You talked to Moreno?
I did.
And?
Why don't you tell me what 1900 6th Avenue is?
That's where Kathy died.
Jesus. How do you know?
I can't tell you.
Why not? What, are you protecting someone? How do you know so much?
Doesn't matter how I know.
The hell it doesn't!
Moreno's dirty, Joe. We both know that.
What's important is that he may be the only link we have to whoever killed Kathy.
I can't believe this is happening.
I'm so sorry.
What should we do now, Vincent?
Tell Mouse we must. See the other section of the tunnels.
Forever?
Yes. Forever.
Yeah, but you see, if we let this guy cop to a misdemeanor, there won't be any heat on him to testify. We cannot take the easy win. There's a principle here. Hey, Joe.
Oh, John.
Charlie, let's pick this up later. Everything all right?
I remember when you used to give me those lectures.
You remember wrong. You used to lecture me all the time. I never met anybody with a bigger thirst for justice. These new guys, they don't know. Today, it's every man for himself.
Is that the way you feel?
It's the way it is.
No, I mean for you. Is that the way you feel?
What's on your mind, Joe?
I heard some things. Things I didn't want to hear.
What things?
About the ones who killed Kathy.
You can't let that go, can you?
About someone bought and paid for in this office. Deny it for me, please.
I'm gonna let you apologize for that, and then I'm gonna let you leave.
Do you think I'd come here if I wasn't sure?
You don't know what you're talking about.
Kathy Chandler is dead, and her blood is all over you.
Better get out of here, Joe.
What are you doing here? This office stands for something.
Get out of here.
How many times have you told me the only difference between us and the people we put away is what's here? It's like a religion, Joe. It's like a faith, Joe. It has to be.
I also remember telling you something about loyalty. Where's your loyalty?
Where should it be, John? With you or the law? I didn't think there was a difference. Now, I know you didn't kill her. Help me get the one who did.
Who told you this? It was Birch, wasn't it? Birch got to you.
No, John. The truth got to me. Just the truth.
Birch knows the address.
This is not a profitable situation, Mr. Moreno. Too many liabilities.
I can handle it.
Can you handle your assistant?
Maxwell? He's no threat. Trust me.
I would like to trust you.
I can take care of this.
Then do it.
Minutes.
Right.
Yeah, thanks.
We on?
Vincent!
Hello, Mr. Birch.
Moreno.
You must be crazy, Birch. What could be worth all this?
You wouldn't understand.
Probably not.
Vincent!